All right, fam, what's up? So, for this Friday, I have a special pick-up pile. I know that I usually keep the focus inward here on this channel, but I do know that a lot of you were attracted to this page because you had some special soul connection that you needed help understanding, because that has been part of my path, right? Serving the divine counterpart twin flame community, right? So I don't want to forget my roots. I don't want to leave those of you out that are here for that. And I'm sure there's a lot of you in marriages or relationships that you would like guidance on. So this is a pick-up pile based on that energy. Pile number 1 is this left guava quartz heart. Pile on the right is this carnelian orange heart. So go ahead and center yourself. I've already cleaned the energy, cleared the energy with Palo Santo. So yeah, go ahead and take a deep breath, close your eyes, and open them when you're ready. And whichever pile your eyes gravitate to, that is your pile. I will say, and I will mention, because you know this is almost up, my eclipse readings and eclipse Reiki circle on my website. You only have, I think, another 24 hours to book the eclipse readings. If you guys want to book it for a connection, you can do that. Just email me or DM me or let me know in the comment section or the additional info section on the website. Okay. Again, I am also offering a Reiki service, a Reiki circle with channeled messages, and that will be on Tuesday, the day of the eclipse, which is going to be a super powerful one. All right, so let's get started. Group number 1, guava quartz. Let me see if I pick up on anything before I actually turn the cards over. This is one of my biggest hearts in terms of, I have a lot of these hearts from Shop Aphrodite. I love them. This is one of the biggest ones I have. So I feel like my pile number 1, you guys are my big-hearted people, my compassionate people. And perhaps there's a connection in your life that fills your heart with joy or with purpose, or with good feeling things. But let's see what the actual cards say. So 2 of Wands was in reverse. You guys know I don't read reversals. Says independence and achievement. We have a risk. We have the white wolf. We have romantic feelings and growth and summer. So I definitely think it's synchronistic. Sorry, you guys, I don't like the way this is positioned. But so just by the way that this is looking, especially since the 2 of Wands did come out in reverse and the card does say independence, I feel like there's someone in this connection who feels like it's a risk to give up their independence, right? Or to maybe commit to this connection in a deeper way, in the way that they feel maybe you or your person deserves, right? Whether this is you or them, it can be either or, right? I feel like the summer was significant for you guys. You guys saw a lot of growth. You've been doing a lot of the inner work. There could have been a time of, like, again, independence, of being in your own energy. I will say this, look at this card. This kind of looks like aiming, right? Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time picking this up. You see how this is, like, for me, this looks like an aim, like when you aim with a gun, right? With like one of those digital guns. Again, I feel like there's someone here who feels like long-term commitment is a risk to their independence, or a risk maybe to them staying focused on their achievements. And I'm here to tell you that the right relationships will grow you, right? And with the 2 of Wands, this is a spiritual connection. The Wands represent spirit. They represent the soul, you know, spirit, the soul, you know, the spiritual energy. The 2 of Wands can indicate divine counterparts as well. You have romantic feelings here. This card says your feelings are real and worth exploring. And you see these people here. There's definitely a mutual desire here. There's definitely romantic feelings here. There's definitely this spiritual connection that is definitely aligned to your growth. And, you know, you might identify with the wolf energy, or your person might identify with the wolf energy. I do feel that even though there's this risk here, there's this undeniable connection between both of you. And I don't think that either one of you deny that this connection has brought a lot of growth to your life, a lot of awareness, okay? Is it scary, the fact that it might be everything that you desire? Yeah, especially for people who are hyper independent, who are used to doing things alone, or maybe who have like blended family situations. There is a risk with giving up your independence, or giving up, like, especially if you have your own children, of giving up like that personal time you have with your children and needing to share that maybe with others, or sharing your time between children, whether that be, you know, your person's children or yours. Yeah, there's a risk in everything, for sure. But there's also this strong inner knowing, something very divine, number 7, about this particular connection, right? And it's very instinctual. It's almost like when you guys cross paths, there was maybe the first time you looked at each other, or the first time you had a real conversation, or the first time that you were intimate, there was this really deep inner knowing, or like familiarity between you guys, because on a soul level, you guys were aligned, right? You were a match, right? And it definitely felt like a strong romantic connection from the beginning. Look at the card Freedom here. Again, I feel like there's someone here who's afraid to give up their freedom, even though there's all these romantic feelings. And this can be you and your person. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Usually people are a reflection of us, right? If you're attracting someone who's in this energy, then likely you probably have some of these fears as well. Or you may be codependent and they're teaching you how to be more independent, right? But again, this connection that has seen a lot of growth. I feel for many cycles. And I feel like the eclipses are playing a big role in this as well, because we did have an eclipse in the summer. But I feel like the main message here is like, trust your gut, trust your inner knowing, right? That wolf instinct, that while there is a risk in everything that we do, even our financial endeavors, right? Which is also Venus energy, Libra energy, that, you know, your feelings are real and worth exploring, and connections like these are few and far between, right? The ones that grow us, the one that teach us how to love, or teach us what real love is, right? I'm going to see if we can get any signs here for this. We've got Aquarius. Could be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could be Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn or Aquarius again, because Saturn also governs, I think, is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. And then you have the 5th house, Leo, which is Leo energy. Bottom of the deck, full moon, it says energy, peak, harvest, blessings, achievement. So again, I do feel like through this connection, this group, my group number 1, you guys, this card also says blessings. Okay, this connection is a blessing, right? Has been a blessing. Okay, you have accomplished a lot through the growth that you've done within this connection, right? And I feel like there's definitely this energy peak here. This, oh look, also Cancer, Pisces energy with the moon, right? Generally, you can be Cancer, Pisces, Cancer rising, moon, or sun, but the moon always reminds me of Pisces because of the tarot, right? So yeah, so again, I feel like this connection has been a blessing. It's taught you guys many things. There's this energy peak coming around. I feel like the eclipse, there's a lot of emotions. You guys are very receptive to each other. This card says instincts again, which the wolf card also said instinct. So I feel like you guys really feel each other. You feel safe in each other's company. There's a lot of emotion here. And, you know, it's important to understand that, yes, you guys have worked through some karma with Saturn here, that there are boundaries, that even when blended families come together, that you have to uphold out of respect for everybody involved. But that are, you know, and that, yes, there are other responsibilities that a lot of times these relationships or these blended families have outside of the connection. But I feel like there's something very karmic, very, in a good way, right? Something very karmic, something very fated about the fact that you both are this very independent energy, because Aquarius is also independent energy, right? And then with the 5th house, it says, I create. It's like, I almost feel like you guys are manifesting each other, or like in your minds, you're starting to conceptualize how to make it work, right? For both of you, and for your and for your independent natures, right? Because the emotions and because the instincts are kind of bringing you guys back together here with number one. So this is the house of self-expression and the pleasure of showing who we truly are. Here we see one's creativity and artistic vision, how we like to have firm playfulness and pleasure, and games of chance, love affairs, and also children. Dude, I was literally just saying that. So again, this definitely feels like a couple that has children. Could be outside of the relationship, could be with the relationship. This is all very karmic, in that it was fated for you guys to meet. and learn how to navigate this, right? I do feel that this couple is very aligned to a happy future together. But again, you guys have been working through balancing independence and partnership, and for some of you, blended families, okay? But I feel like our main message here is kind of listen to your gut on this one. There's something bigger here than just the physical, than just your physical families. There's a greater purpose to you guys, and in the end, I feel like it's going to work out for everybody. Okay, so that is what I have for you, group number 1. Let's get to group number 2. I went pretty long there, huh? So let's go. Group number 2, you have the carnelian heart. I love this. Lots of passion. Group number 2, that's very much sacral energies. Ooh, 10 of Swords, karmic lessons, only upwards. You have control, tactics. Okay, you have new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, celebration, and beaver. Interesting energies here. Okay, group number 2, so you guys definitely had some kind of ending with the 10 of Swords at some point or another. It could have been a control tactic. Maybe when things get difficult, one or both of you tend to run in the opposite direction, or give this relationship a break because energetically you feel like things are not aligned, or like things are working against you. I'm getting 2 messages. So for one of you, this is about a connection that, you know, is done, right? Is over, right? Or that it finished a karmic cycle with karmic lessons here. And, you know, Spirit is saying it's only upwards from here. You don't have to stay stuck in the past of defeat or of failure in this connection, because it was a karmic lesson and it's only upwards from here. Okay? Again, you know, be careful with your ego, and then you're not trying to control things. You know, that doesn't always end well. Okay, when you do things to try to control a situation, that doesn't end well, right? I do feel like this is more of the past energy, and this is kind of where you are in the middle here, and then this here is future energies. And I say that just because that's what I'm getting. There is a strong magnetic attraction here to each other, a strong sexual attraction for sure. You know, spiritual sexual attractions are, you know, we feel it's spirituality and sexuality, they intertwine all the time, right? Again, we're talking about soul connections here. So everybody, no matter the pile you pick, this is the type of connection that we're talking about. You have 8 here, which is also the infinity symbol, right? Which says perhaps you've gone through other cycles of you know, starting over, ending, starting over, right? Again, they were karmic lessons. There was a deeper purpose to this connection. You can't really compare these types of soul connections to other connections because they're not going to fit the 3D narrative. They're meant for our growth. They're meant for our ascension, right? And they're meant to bring in this different template of love, right? Of nothing we've seen before, right? They're reshaping love. So it's not going to look the way a traditional relationship is going to look, right? There's going to be that push and pull in these connections, sometimes because either one or both of you are trying to control the outcome, or there's karmic lessons to be learned. The beaver does say things work against you, but persistence pays off. So again, I'm not talking about toxic situations here, people that abuse each other verbally, mentally, emotionally. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about soul connections that are aligned to your divine truth, your divine purpose, and you would know that, right? And they wouldn't cause, you know, not that they don't cause hardship or pain. You know, every relationship does that. Our relationship with ourselves do that, right? But I'm saying it's not a toxic thing. In the end, you grew from these things, right? You needed to go through these lessons. So again, if it's been difficult in the past and you felt like things worked against you in this connection, it wasn't an indication that this connection would never come back together. It just meant that, you know, it needed your persistence because of the karma involved here, or the ego involved here in either one of the parties, right? With this new love card, for some of you, this is about new love, about someone new. You know, maybe you had this soul connection and, you know, a soulmate has come in or someone else has come in. But for others of you, this is a new cycle in love. I used to get this card all the time when I would ask about a particular connection, and every time it meant a new cycle for us. Okay, so I will give you that for those that it's meant. Again, you know, use your discernment to determine, you know, what is best for you, right? And how people are approaching you, and whether they're approaching you at the vibration that you want to accept them, right? But with celebration, again, I do feel like there's this new cycle in love. Your persistence is paying off, and there's going to be reason to celebrate. Maybe there's a birthday coming up for one or both of you. Maybe the holidays is a celebration that we're talking about. Maybe a promotion, a big bonus check. I don't know, but there's reason for celebration here, okay? and a new cycle for sure. Take it how it resonates, you guys. There's a bunch of you who are going to watch this, so you know it's not good. Different stories are going to fit for different people. Take what resonates, leave the rest. See if we get any signs to kind of bring people, give people that confirmation that this is about them. You have Kazimi in the heart. That's funny. The eclipse, I think it was, no, tomorrow, I think Kazimi. There's a Kazimi in the astrology. I posted it earlier this week. In the heart, in your heart of hearts, there's this sense of inner knowing here, right? That, you know, the past was a past because lessons had to be learned. You have Neptune energy here, which is Pisces energy. It says inspiration, dream, spirituality, delusion. Again, this delusion of control. It's almost like spirit chuckling and saying, ha ha ha, you think you have control here, but you don't know that your soul was predestined to go through these things with the people that you're going through them because they're your soul family, because they're, you know, connected to you on a soul level. Again, this pick-up out is about soul connections. Could be a Pisces, like I said, with this Pisces Neptunian energy here. I also feel like this connection tends to inspire you guys when you are in that new energy. You may be dreaming with each other as well. Again, be careful with the delusion of control or trying to control these types of connections. That never works out well. But I feel like maybe you've been dreaming about something, about a new beginning, about a celebration. I don't know. There's something good coming here. Pisces, again, holy shit. If you guys would have seen the way this card popped out, I kid you not. How do we get two cards that are specific to Pisces only? So clearly, one or both of you here are Pisces. You could be a Pisces rising, Pisces moon, Pisces sun. You might have Jupiter in Pisces like me in the first house. There's big placements of Pisces here. Okay, and what is Pisces? Pisces sometimes is delusional, sometimes makes these things up in their head, you know, this illusion of control, or sometimes they just make up, you know, they reiterate stories that aren't helpful, right? And I feel like, again, things that those mentalities, those delusions of the past or what's happened in the past in this connection may have held this connection up in the past before 1717 on the clock. But I feel like there's definitely a new cycle for you guys. You also have Sagittarius energy, so you could have 9th house placements or Sag in an important placement in your chart. The cards just broke at South Node. Yeah, gifts and lessons. Again, Spirit is saying all the endings that you've gone through, these karmic lessons, it's only upwards from here. They have a gift. Have you learned the gifts in these lessons, right? Again, there's a strong spiritual connection with this group number 2 as for the group number 1 as well, because these are soul connection readings. Remember that this eclipse on Monday is a South Node eclipse, which is why a lot of us are feeling tired. Again, pay attention to your dreams. Even when things work against this or feel like they work against this partnership, Spirit is saying persistence pays off and there will be a new cycle and reason for celebration. So I hope that resonated with you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, following, subscribing, wherever you find this. If you're interested in the eclipse readings, if you want to make it about a connection like we did these readings here, you can do that. Again, just specify that so that I know when I go to do the eclipse. You can find the link in my bio. I mean the reading. And if you want to join the group Reiki, you can also do that as well. Love you guys. Take care.